It is a late night stream. A late night stream. Alright, let me turn down this volume a bit here. And can we start with, I'll start with a request. So I've got a couple of things lined up. I have the typical Fragrantica lineup. So if we have a fragrance that gets recommended or gets asked, it's like, hey, recommend John Varvatos. Because that happened last time where I didn't have John Varvatos. And if I don't have it, I'll make a note this time to include it on my tier list for next time. So if you said, hey, I want to know your thoughts on John Varvatos, I'd be like, hey, it's a good price. I haven't smelled it, but you know what we'll do? We'll toss it on here, John Varvatos, and I'll just rank it something real quick just to have it on the list for next time. Right now, for this full purpose, we will just be trying to go through some fragrance recommendations on the initial ones, and let's just rank them. Starting from the top to the left, Ariana Grande Cloud, we will go with A tier. Carolina Herrera Electric Blue. See, that one I don't have, but I'm glad you mentioned it so I could add it to the list. I think you mean Cobalt Blue? If this is the one, this one I really like. So this is a new release. I love a plum fragrance. What's the other fragrance I have that's plum? Oh, it's a candle. Where would I put this? Moderate intensity. I think some of the negatives for it have just been the longevity. All right, so I'm gonna add this to the list. Electric. So now I know to add it for next time. Put it B. Parfums de Marly Percival. I don't have that one on my list. That one's a great fragrance. I would probably put it in A+, A tier. So Parfums de Marly Percival. So Parfums de Marly Percival. It is going A+ on my ranking. Burberry Brit for her. Do I have Burberry Brit on here? I don't think I have Burberry Brit. For the price, as long as you get it from a third-party retailer, because I think for Burberry Brit, you could probably get it at a really great price. I lean more towards Burberry Her as far as preference, but this is still a really good one. Burberry Brit perfume. Sometimes you get prices on here. Under $80 is what you want to aim for. If you could get that, it would be an A- Burberry Brit for her. So I'll make a note to add that to my next one. Because I don't think it's on here, Burberry Brit. I do have Parfums de Marly Layton, Ariana Grande Cloud. If you like a powdery, this is more powdery than the original. The other original is more like tonic and creamy. Billie Eilish perfume I don't have, but Billie Eilish perfume I would put in B tier. Eilish by Billie Eilish. Sugar and spice and vanilla, that's nice. Not the biggest longevity or biggest projection. Actually, longevity is good. Projection is very light. So Eilish, Billie Eilish, that one's going to be a B-. Eilish, Billie Eilish, B-. Mostly for longevity. The big negatives against it is that it smells similar to an existing Bath & Body Works fragrance, but I liked it. I was a big fan of it. Yeah, that's worth it. Actually, God is Woman, I'm going to knock it down to travel size. There's a lot more travel sizes out there. Naxos Zherzhov. We will put that one in A tier. And if for those that haven't seen Naxos Zherzhov, there's here, Naxos. Sweet vanilla. This actually probably has several reviews on it already on TikTok, so we will leave it on the A category. Got a lot more comments. What website is this? This is Google Docs. I'm writing down some notes because I know sometimes some of the reviews that I put up may not be always on these graphics. Carolina Herrera's Bad Boy, Blue de Chanel. All right, catching up on comments in the chat. Montal Intense Cafe. I need to add that one in. Intense Cafe. I'm gonna go B plus. Montal Intense Cafe Rose Vanilla Coffee. Rated high on Fragrantica. For those that are asking on what website it is Fragrantica. So if you like that one, for this purpose, we will put it down as an A minus. Good fragrance. In Love With You by Millie says Armani In Love With You. Looks like there's two. Two In Love With You by Armani. In Love With You, I think this is the one you mean. A lot of the Armani lineups from this bottle or this, I forget what this specific one's called. I guess it's Stronger With You or In Love With You. Have been really good, especially the flankers. So test them all. There's a lot of really good ones. Some of them have gotten a lot more intense and better in performance. So this one I would put in the B category. Sour Cherry. Quick Skim. La Nuit Tresor it gets compared to. So for this one, we will toss it on here as a B plus. Emporio Armani. B. All right. Next up, a lot of people love the Gucci Flora, Sol de Janeiro, really good. Paco Rabanne's Phantom. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, like, and if you're sharing this content, I'm much appreciated. Oh, somebody asked, can I check In Love With You Freeze? I can. This is the woody version, still In Love With You. Emporio Armani. Looks like instead of sour cherry from the previous one, this one has cherry and a lot more. Is that cassis or patchouli? All right, patchouli. So this one is woody versus the other one was sweet. Haven't smelled this one. I'm gonna put it in B as well. Also freeze. Freeze. Average likability, poor longevity, moderate projection. Obviously, these are just random reviews on Fragrantica, but yeah. All right. If you're writing in the chat, I appreciate it because that's how I'll find a way to get there. Okay, can I please do Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle? Oh, I picked the wrong one. La Belle Le Parfum. There we go, La Belle Le Parfum. We're looking at a sweet vanilla perfume. There's a lot of sweet vanillas, so if you smell this one and like it, you could probably get it for a really good deal. Sometimes it tells me prices under 100 or in that under sub $100 range is what you want to aim for. I would put this one in the A tier, but again, like this scent profile, there's going to be a lot of sweet vanilla fragrances that you can test at Ulta. So La Belle Le Parfum, we're gonna just put this here as an A minus. Bubble Bath. Bubble Bath is good. We're gonna put it as a B category. It's just a really good clean fragrance. It's not gonna get the best longevity or projection, but it's good. Over on the Twitch chat, they ask, Tiffany in Love. All right, let's do Tiffany in Love. Let's give that one a search. Tiffany Love. All right, citrus. I smelled this one on a person. It smells really good. So, haven't sampled it in store, but I have sampled it on person. It does have good projection and longevity. I would put this one in the A minus category. And then somebody also asked Tiffany and Love, I believe, for this one. For him, another really good one, A minus. Double check the price. If it's under 100 is where I would consider it in that A minus category. If it's more than 100, you'd be pushing B tier. Yeah, Tiffany for Love for him. A. Thank you so much for that subscription. All right, Taco Bunny asks, can I tell you a cologne for a preteen and teen? I'm stuck. Check out Abercrombie Fierce. There's also some fragrances that smell like Abercrombie Fierce. Davidoff Cool Water smells like Creed Silver Mountain Water. Preteen, if you want something a bit more fruity and sweet, there's always Mont Blanc. Legend Spirit is another good one. Citrus Aquatic. So we talked Mont Blanc, Legend, Spirit, and then there's also Mont Blanc, Legend. And I believe this one is going to be the one that's similar to Abercrombie. Yeah, Abercrombie Fierce. So give those a try if you're looking for something for a preteen. Lacoste. Where would I put Another 13 by Le Labo? I would put it high on the list. A category. Mont Blanc Legend. So we just touched on it a little bit. Great scent profile. Because it's a bit fruity and sweet, it does the personality of it does seem a bit youthful, at least in the DNA, or maybe that's who they're marketing it to. So I would put it in the A category for Mont Blanc Legend. You know what? I have milk on here. I want to rank milk. Milk is good. YSL Montpellier. All right. First time chat. Photo by Karl Lagerfeld. I haven't smelled that one. Montpellier looks good. It's been a while since I smelled this one. We will toss it up to the B. Montpellier. Do I have it on here? Look at the bottle. It's got like a little bow tie on there. No, I don't have it on here. All right. Club de Nuit Intense Man. A tier. Somebody wanted Photo by Karl Lagerfeld reviewed. Photo Karl Lagerfeld. Okay, so I obviously have not smelled this one. It seems like a kind of an obscure, different fragrance. It may not even be purchasable. So if you do have this, you might have a rare commodity on your hands. Photo by Karl Lagerfeld. Haven't smelled it. Couldn't tell you what I think about it, but um, 1990, very cool. I need to look up the story of this one. So, photo by Karl Lagerfeld. It's not often photographers get their own fragrance. So, I'm bumping it up on the category list. B is a placeholder. Oh, 8 and Bob. I actually have 8 and Bob. So, 8 and Bob I would probably put in the B category. So, 8 and Bob is good, but ambergris on that fragrance by 8 and Bob is a hit or a miss to some people. So, to some, ambergris like just smells like amber, slightly musky, wet wood. But to other people, the ambergris and 8 and Bob, and I could get it. I get it. It smells like baby spit. So, I really like it. I would wear it. I think it's a great office, very year round. But because of that like caveat on how somebody might interpret that ambergris DNA or that ambergris composition on that fragrance, I would probably put it in the B tier. Thoughts on oil perfumery? I have not tried oil perfumery, but a lot of the dupe houses, I don't want to speak for all of them, but I'll say a general principle that I've seen for marketing across the dupe houses is they'll try to get you to buy more than one on their site, like buy 3 get 2 free, or the more you buy the more you save. And I think it's a number situation. Like some of their dupes will probably be good, but not all of them will. So the assumption in my mind, I'm thinking, is 2 out of the 5 are going to be spot on, or 1 out of the 5. But it's a numbers game. As long as you get happy with one of the fragrances, it's probably what you'll find most often. Lacoste Blanc. Go with L1212 Lacoste Blanc. That is one of my favorite ones for the summer. This one, I'm going to put it in the A tier. You can get it for a really great rate. Creed Green Irish Tweed, S tier. All right, catching up on some comments. Paco Rabanne's Million, we'll put it in B tier. Dolce & Gabbana the 1, A tier for her. Dolce & Gabbana the 1 for him. All right, this one right here, the 1 Eau de Parfum, A tier. The 1 Eau de Toilette, anything weaker than Eau de Parfum, it's going to be the B tier. And then the 1 for her. Was it even on here? The 1. Dolce & Gabbana, the 1. But it's the one that looks like this one. This one would be A tier. Oud Wood by Tom Ford. Awesome fragrance, S tier. All right, next one of the questions. I'm also taking questions. If you have any fragrance related questions, I'd be happy to answer. All right, next one is the difference between summer and winter smells. Great question. Typically your summer fragrances are going to be the ones that are going to have a lot more citruses in them. The musk may lean more ozone or clean smelling. Winter fragrances, you're going to include your darker resinous scents like vanilla, benzoin, labdanum, and they'll go into sharper categories or deeper categories like leathers, licorice, even the candies. The concept behind it is the notes diffuse shorter and faster, I believe, with the citrus fragrances. People just tend to smell cleaner in the summer, or you want to smell cleaner in the summer. Since you're not going to be sweating as much in the winter time, with a winter fragrances, your projection is going to be cut because of those deeper notes. But you get to explore a bit more with those type of note compositions. So short answer is summer, think of clean and citrus. Winter, think of deep, sweet, darker notes. And by the way, one of my most recent summer fragrances that I've tried is Juicebox Good Morning. This is a niche fragrance that was gifted to me by Twisted Lily. It smells unbelievable. This is a very clean, musky grapefruit. Grapefruit skin and not grapefruit juice. I feel like a lot of the fragrances that do grapefruit juice end up smelling a lot more towards like BO. This smells like tart citrus skin, and then it goes into a cashmere musk. Awesome scent profile. They do have samples in a discovery set. I think John G15 is my code on Twisted Lily if you want to check it out. Versace Eros. Let's see. If you want versatility, go Eau de Toilette. You won't get the best projection, but I feel like you get a lot more use out of it, like for a lot more occasions. Otherwise, Versace Eros Eau de Parfum, just as good. We're gonna put it in the A tier. Stronger with You Intensely, A tier. A couple of questions about Guerlain Homme EDP. Can I do Guerlain Homme EDT? This is a really good one. I'm gonna put this one in A tier. Cherry, sweet, vanilla. If you like the scent composition, you may like Valentino Born in Roma Valentino Coral Fantasy for him. Prada Luna Rosa Carbon.
Welding can be very rewarding, you know. You can build anything,
Oh my.
travel anywhere.
I've never had an ad scare me like that. That spooked me. This is going to be A category. Kelly Nera, Good Girl. That's really good. We'll leave it there. Sauvage. Alright, Chanel Chance. We'll put this up high. Okay, I'm going to hit as many. I'm going to do a real quick speed run on the TikTok chat. But be sure to hit double tap the like, share, and leave a comment. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Dior Sauvage, the Eau de Toilette, C, Eau de Parfum, B, but the best one of them all from the Dior Sauvages is going to be Dior Sauvage Elixir. It is darker, so that's going to be a winter fragrance. Thank you for the follow on the Twitch chat. Ombre Leather Tom Ford. Ombre Leather Tom Ford, it is worth it. One of the best leather fragrances. Ombre Leather Parfum is going to be a bit more versatile and introduce more florals. But if you want that punchy leather jacket smell, slightly undertones of gasoline. Well, no, it's not gasoline. The dry down is powdery. So it's really good. Think of it as a date night scent, like something you'll carry in a utility. I would recommend for Ombre Leather, go find a decant site and get like a 5 ml of it. Parfums de Marly Layton. I have it at S tier. It's an amazing scent. We're going to go S tier. Terre d'Hermès Eau de Parfum. Let me pull up an image of that one. I have the original. I haven't smelled the Parfum, but this is one of the classic summer clean gentleman fragrances. Awesome, great staple. You can probably get it in most third-party retailers for under $100. Hugo Boss Unlimited, really good. Hugo Boss, I don't want to like categorize them as everything, but they just tend to circle around popular notes and compositions and just do that well. I believe somebody said Hugo Boss Unlimited. Mint, pineapple, cinnamon. I'd put this one in B tier. Spice Bomb Extreme, A tier. I don't have it on here, but I'm going to write it down to add it for the next one. Spice Bomb Extreme, A tier. Givenchy Gentleman, or Givenchy Gentleman Reserve. Those are great. I would put those in A tier. Paco Rabanne's Invictus. As many as I can. As many as I can. Invictus, I'm a big fan of it. This is one of the fragrances that, to me, the grapefruit does not go into that BO category. An awesome scent profile. It doesn't last that long, but it's still really good. So this one's going to be A tier for smell and for price. Montblanc Legend Spirit. Legend Spirit goes A tier. It's a more youthful composition. I believe that's the white bottle. A lot of times this may get like listed in high schoolers' top 10 fragrances. Clean, citrus, and you could probably get it for around $50. Ooh, Wanted by Night or Spice Bomb Extreme. Azzaro Wanted by Night. So a question on the Twitch chat is, do I go with Azzaro Wanted by Night or Spice Bomb Extreme? I would say Spice Bomb Extreme, but both of them are really good. If you, I think most people might like Spice Bomb Extreme more. It's a bit sweeter and less spicy, but both of them are really good. 4.25 on Fragrantica. Yeah, this was going to be more fresh, vanilla. Both are really good. I would probably go Spice Bomb Extreme for fall, winter. And it would still be a really great... Both of them could be winter, fall, date night. Awesome use. Womanity by Mugler. Great question. And by the way, if you have any fragrance-related questions... Fragrance-related questions, I'll go ahead and give preference to because it does give my brain a little break from having to pick and find fragrances. Over $100 is what this would be charged. It wouldn't be my first pick for a Mugler fragrance. I'd put it in the B tier. Berliner, thank you so much. Somebody says, I've wanted the Zrill. If you want the Wanted by Night, I'd say go for it. Both of them are really great options. 212 Men. We'll go jump over to 212 Men. Citrus and green. Just be careful on what you might spend on this one. You should be able to find this one. Oh, thank you so much for those gifts. For a really great deal in third-party retailers. Like Fragrance X, Fragrantica. Otherwise, I would put this one in the B tier. 212 CH, B tier. Oh, thank you so much for the likes. Y'all are... Likes and follows, much appreciated. Recommendations for teens. Lacoste Blanc. Yeah, so if I'm a teenager, I'm going Lacoste Blanc. L1212. One of the L1212s. I'm going Hugo Boss. I believe LA is the one. Boss Bottled Night. No. This one's a showery clean fragrance. A very popular scent profile is Ambroxan Boss Bottled Tonic by Hugo Boss. That one's going to be another good one for teenagers. Montblanc Legend or Legend Spirit. So, for teens. All right, best perfume for autumn, Jazz Club. Right now, I'd say Jazz Club. Miss Dior. Let's go Miss Dior. This is Blooming Bouquet, and this is Miss Dior Eau de Parfum, a 2021 relaunch of their campaign. let's say that this is it. So we'll put it in the A tier. Norble's Bottega Veneta Illusion. Illusion-y. Illusion? Hopefully I picked the right one. So I haven't smelled this one. Bottega Veneta Illusion. It's an illusion. 4.11 out of 1,000 reviews. Ooh, a fake fragrance I need to try. Awesome. So I need to try this one. This one looks really good. I haven't smelled it, but for the sake of just putting it on the board, we would put it on the A tier. Have I tried Mont Blanc Legend? Yes. I'm a fan of them. They don't last as long. Maybe like in that 6-hour categories where they top out. How do I recommend choosing a signature fragrance? I mean, just find scent profiles that you enjoy or more prefer. Some people like to find things that for themselves. Other people like to find signature scent profiles that other people like on them. For me, I like cedar, I like oud, I like pink pepper. Sometimes if you have a favorite fragrance, you just stick around that scent profile. Like spicy and woody, spicy and woody, spicy and woody. And it takes testing to figure out what you like. So give that a test. Mont Blanc Explorer S tier. It is a solid performer. I've gotten compliments by wearing Mont Blanc Explorer. Tam Dao S tier. Prada Luna Rossa Black. That one will be A tier. Versace Blue Jeans. I think for the price, because for 20 bucks usually, you can't beat it. I would put this one in the A tier for the price. Matcha Meditation from Maison Margiela I have not tried. I don't think I'd be a big fan of matcha in a fragrance personally. Some people really like it. It's like meditative, peaceful. Otherwise, I'd put it in the B category. How do I figure out scent profiles? So there is a fragrance wheel. That's one way you can use. If you just Google fragrance wheel perfume, it breaks down the different scent profiles. I may even be able to Google it. Fragrance wheel perfume. Yeah, so if you Google fragrance wheel, it may be able to give you a breakdown on like how this is scent profiles and how they're categorized. This is one, but there are a ton of different kinds. Otherwise, there's scent types, scent accords. Nautica Voyage, I would put it in A tier. For the price, Nautica Voyage goes to A tier, but honestly, see if you could swing Chromazaro is just as good, or test Chromazaro. Chromazaro they may have at the department stores. I don't know if they'll have Nautica Voyage at department stores. Green Irish. Oh, y'all are catching me slipping. It's 2 a.m. where I'm at, but I'm just like plugging away at fragrance reviews. We're hitting these hard. I haven't smelled Libre Le Parfum. YSLY, that one was asked. Bond Number 9 perfume. Eros Flame, A tier. Love Don't Be Shy. It's really good. Potent. It smells like Lucky Charms. So Love Don't Be Shy would be A tier. Opinion on Club de Nuit Intense. I think it's a great fragrance for the value. Club de Nuit Intense Man. Another second common question I get is, do I get the Eau de Toilette or Eau de Parfum? They smell very similar. Go with the Eau de Parfum. The reason people recommend that one more than the Eau de Toilette is because there's some top notes in the Eau de Toilette that seem a bit sharp and synthetic. It doesn't get rid of it completely in the Eau de Parfum. It just maybe softens the edges, for lack of a better term. Performance. Okay. Nothing has been consistent on Club de Nuit's performance. Some people say it lasts all day. For me, I have friends that wear it, and I think it smells and projects extremely well. I'm always surprised on how well it performs. Nautica Voyage we have listed A. Let's throw some more on the board. Alright, Gucci, Guilty, Versace Eros, Daisy, La Nuit Tresor, Creed Aventus. Where would we put Creed Aventus? I personally probably would not recommend Creed Aventus to anybody. It's so expensive and it's hard to sample. There's only like a few places you could actually sample it. You could order it from their website. Some retailers may allow you to buy a sample, or they're gifted to you depending on how much you're spending at a department store. I personally bought a decant of it, a 3 or 5 ml decant for like $25. Worth it, super potent. I think my only downside is it was more smoky than I'd like for it to be. The website for this one that gives you the main accords. This one's Fragrantica. Mont Blanc Explorer. That one's S tier. This one's going up at the very top of the board. Versace Eros, B tier. It's good, but get a sample size of it, travel size. You can get $10 travel sizes of a Versace Eros through Scentbird. Somebody asked me about, okay, I'm going to pronounce this one wrong. Archipelago Women Aqua del Elba. I have not tried it. Cool looking bottle and brand. Unfortunately, I haven't tested it, so I'll just toss it up on the A category. Mont Blanc Explorer, S tier at the very top. Great fragrance. Good performance. Tommy Bahama Island Life. I wonder if there's a different Island Life. I just want to make sure. There's 2 islands. There's one island for him and one island for her. Both of them are really good. For this one, I would put in the B tier. I wish it would tell me how much it would cost for most places. Under $50. Okay. That's worthy of a Tommy Bahama. You might be able to get a little bit off on TJ Maxx, but just double check. Island. Now let's get you that Island Life for her, just in case. Floral, anise. I'll put this one in the same one. B category. Acqua di Gio Profundo. This one would be high A tier. We'd put A+. If you want something that's more citrus, I believe Profundo Lights. No, just about the same amount, looks like, aromatic. But both of them are really good. I would put it in A tier. Oh, new gifter. Marcus, thank you so much for the gift. Marcus asked for Polo Red. Polo Red. This one I put in the B+ category. B+. Great fragrance. If you could get it for an awesome bargain on a Fragrance Net or a Fragrance X, I would bump it up to A. Some places it looks like it's still probably being sold for $100. Pierre Cardin Fusion. I don't see a Fusion version of Pierre Cardin. Spice Bomb Extreme is probably not going to be. It'll be aromatic, but it won't be as. You won't get the cinnamon. So, spice in a different level. So, I'll even pull it up on here. Wanted by Night will have more cinnamon. This one will have more aromatic spices, like pepper. Yeah. Billie Eilish, if I could rate it, oh, thank you so much for the gift. Billie Eilish would put in B. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, we would put that one in the A tier. It's a great fragrance. Versace Eros, B tier. Creed Aventus, A tier. Woo. All right, I got 10 minutes left in me. And then we will say everything that, by the way, I mentioned on my TikTok lives does get uploaded on my Twitch and YouTube. And if you're looking for a new summer fragrance, I want to say and plug Juicebox Good Morning. It's been one of my favorite summertime fragrances, and it's even kind of become my office staple. A very clean grapefruit. I mean, what is it? Musky. Twisted Lily. Yeah. Can you tell us your secret fragrance? Everyone has one. Secret fragrance. Let's see. I just think that the Mont Blanc Explorer does great performance. Papyrus Moleculaire. Like, these are my 3 fragrances that are in rotation. Papyrus Moleculaire. This is in my consistent rotation. One of my favorites that Twisted Lily sent me. Next one in favorites in my rotation is Juicebox Good Morning. A very fresh ozone. I mean, it wakes you up. It's got like really punchy, tart citruses. Somebody's requesting Spice Bomb. This will be A tier. Invictus Victory. Let me check the price of this one. Should be under 100, hopefully. I put it in B tier. So B tier for Invictus Victory. And then for Spice Bomb, that one's going to go A tier. A minus. Justin, thank you so much for those gifts. Moschino's Toy Boy. I'm not the biggest fan of it. A lot of people love it. It's gotten a ton of love on YouTube videos. So it's going to get like top 5 lists, top 10 lists from other content creators that do reviews. For me, it won't hit those categories. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I would put Moschino's Toy Boy closer to C. Oh, Bombshell. All right, here we go. The original. I think there's like 4 different flankers for this. This one I like. Let me go off memory. I think it's like a guava top note. Passion fruit. That's what it is. Passion fruit and pineapple. No, it's a great fragrance. For the price under 100, Victoria's Secret always has really great sales. Like even their roller balls. I got 2 of their roller balls for. You could either get it $10 each or for 1 each for $12. So I would put it in A category. Just make sure you get it on top of one of their existing sales because you could probably get it for a really great price. Emporio Armani Stronger With You. Freeze and Intensely. All of these are really good. If this is the one you're talking about, I would put this one in A category. Thank you so much for the follow on the Twitch stream. Your Fahrenheit. B tier. Legend Red by Mont Blanc. Thank you for saying please. I love that. Legend Red. This one doesn't get mentioned a ton. I would put it in B tier. It's also very hard to find. Like, it's not going to be in stock for even from Sephora's or Ulta's that sell Mont Blanc products. This won't be in the lineup that they usually offer. This might already be in like a third-party retailer. This website, if you want to know, this is Fragrantica. 1 million, B category. Wanted by Night, A category by Ozaro. Missing Person. I have it here. Okay, Missing Person. Get a travel size of it. It's okay. Like, it's very hard to recommend a heavily musk only fragrance because musk is one of those notes that is really hard to distinguish on some noses. I think either a fourth or a third of the population is anosmic to some or most musk after they hit like a molecular weight. Ozaro Chrome, A tier. Alright, catching me slipping. We just hit the 20,000 mark. The 20,000 viewer mark. Oh my goodness. Okay. Somebody says, did I get scammed? My fragrance is called Fusion. There's Al Haramain Fusion. Isimiyaki Fusion. I don't see it. Dunhill Icon Racing. This would be A tier. For the price, the scent profile, A tier. Gucci Memoir. Memoir had its time in the spotlight for a few, maybe like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I think now Harry Styles is like promoting different fragrances from the Gucci lineup or different clothing. So good scent, not the best longevity. If you could get it for a deal, maybe it'll be B+, but in my book, I think it's closer to the B category. Chromazaro, A tier. Do any of these last long? Yeah, the darker the bottle, the longer they last. That's a rule of thumb. That's not always true. It's the best way to tell if something lasts long is by testing it on your own skin. And if you tested it on your own skin and you also want to test it moisturized, you could probably stretch out the longevity. Burberry Hero. Thank you so much, Josh. This is, I would say it's a good fragrance if you're looking for a new office scent. Burberry Hero has Atlas Cedar, Virginia Cedar. It smells like pencil shavings and a warm musk. So not too woody where it would be offensive in an office setting. Good citrus, good musk. Even though it's like a lot of wood and pepper, in the actual scent itself, it's not that prominent of a wood. It's just a very clean wood. Justin says Jazz Club. If I was to buy a full bottle of a Maison Margiela fragrance, it would be Jazz Club, without a doubt. Jazz Club, without a doubt. This goes all the way at the top. Jazz Club, S tier. Kenneth Cole Black. Taking me back on Kenneth Cole Black because Kenneth Cole Black was one of my first fragrances that I was introduced to Kenneth Cole. I'm going off memory. I believe the notes are tea and mint. It's mint and basil, not tea. But mandarin orange. It does smell like the color black in some ways. It's it's herbal, sweet, and the musk is probably, I don't know what kind, but it's like a very clean musk. I like it. For the price under $40, I think it's worth it. It would be in the A category. Victor and Rolf Spice Bomb Night Vision EDP gets A tier. Dolce Gabbana EDP, that one will be A tier. Chiali Vanilla 28, that one's really good. But man, this one's just up there. This one's Alien Goddess Intense Eau de Parfum. So good. Jazz Club S tier. We have a ranking high. Can I do C? By Armani. C Fiori. This is good. It doesn't project that well. I would say B plus. What was it being requested? Armani Code. This is good. I prefer the other flankers from Armani lineup. Armani Code Absolute, but this is still really good. I would put it in B plus. Colognes in the superior category. This is Parfums de Marley Leighton, Angel Share, Bleu de Chanel, YSLY, and Jazz Club. Mercedes-Benz The Move, and there's also The Move Unlimited by Mercedes-Benz. No, actually, I was thinking of another one. Mercedes-Benz Unlimited, maybe? Ultimate? Let's just go with what you were asking for, The Move. I haven't smelled this one, so I can't tell you if it's good or bad, but we will just toss it up on the B tier. If we're looking for something marine, I don't know if there's any other by Mercedes-Benz. I believe it was called Momentum Unlimited. Oh, it goes more aromatic. Never mind. But Momentum Unlimited was a newer release that. Nope, 2018. Not that new, I guess. Terre d'Hermes, we gave it an A. Dolce Gabbana EDP, we gave it an A. Lacoste Essential. This one's going to be a B category. So I did Guerlain Homme Ideal EDP. That one got an A category. A tier. Whoa. Somebody sent 4 tickets. Thank you so much. Xerjoff Naxos A tier. Chanel Allure Homme Sport for high school every day. Yes, that's a great pick for high school every day. Good one. This one will be A tier, A plus. Bother Fireplace by Maison Margiela is a good fragrance, but not everybody's going to like the smokiness from that firewood smell. So I'd say sample it, but people who like it tend to love it. Burberry Her Intense? Is that the new one? I haven't smelled it. I just heard it's like a powdery version. No, no, this is a different one. This one I have not smelled. I thought you were talking about Burberry Her Elixir, I believe is what it's called. Yeah. This is the brand new one, Elixir, I have not smelled. Tom Ford Noir Extreme. A+ tier on Noir Extreme. Parfums de Marley Herod, A tier. Yoop, B tier. All right. I'm doing 2 more fragrance reviews and then I will call it a night. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much. If y'all like this TikTok style of TikTok lives, be sure to hit like and follow this content because I have more TikTok lives coming out this week. Some of them may feature fragrances that I've been working on. So this doesn't have a full review out yet on my TikTok, but it's going to be one of the ones that I have upcoming. Let's do Dior Homme. It's one of the requests. So we'll do a request from TikTok and then another one from Twitch. Check out Dior Homme Parfum. A tier. Great fragrance. If you like a little bit powdery, I tend to like a little bit powdery. So Dior Homme. 2022 or 2020. Let's see. Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo Signature. Warm, spicy leather for about $50. That's pretty good. So I would put this one in A tier. Thank you for that subscription. Burberry Hero A-. Gucci Guilty B. Opinion on Oxford English Laundry. This one I haven't tried. I do see it probably very often and a lot of the Oxford English Laundry lineup at TJ Maxx's or discount third-party retailers. So if whatever you find online seems expensive, give TJ Maxx a try or Burlington Coat Factory. This is Daisy Love. I think you meant the original Daisy. Oof. Versace Dylan Blue. Okay, last one. But for the daisies, I kind of file most of them under A-, B. It's when they get out of that garden smell. Outdoor Ozone, they do really well, but I tend to like how they have done things that are outside of it, like Super Sweet. That one was, if you're asking about the rating for Tom Ford Noir Extreme, that one was an A tier. Versace Pour Homme Dylan Blue. This one's going to be very high. A-. You can get this for a great price. Good longevity. Terre d'Hermès, very high. I would put that one in an 8.5, almost 9. Black Orchid. You have to sample it. Not everybody's going to enjoy it. It may not be everybody's cup of tea. I know that kind of falls in line with like all fragrances, but typically that one may not. You might find more decisiveness on that fragrance by itself. So, okay. Replicas, only a handful of them might be worth it. So, if you like replicas, what might be worth it, in my opinion, is the travel size cases. You could save some money if you get like the 310 ml in their themed case, and I think they have a winter Mesa Margiela travel size kit, where you have 3 of, I think it's a 10 mil of Jazz Club by the fireplace and maybe Autumn Vibes. I don't see myself buying any more than just Jazz Club. Lancome Idole, Sweet Musky Rose. This one's going to be an A tier. Okay, Louis Vuitton. Sable Roses. I don't know that one. Pierre Card Infusion. Okay, this one I have not seen before besides on Amazon. Interesting. Sheesh. 20 bucks. I'm sorry. I have a hard time trusting things that are 20 bucks these days. So I haven't tried this one. I would put this one in B- just because that price it's a good price. Glossier U, A tier in my opinion. Ombre Leather, A tier. Last two, and for sure, YSL Elhomme, A tier. Davidoff Cool Water, A plus for the value. Check out Cool Water Intense or Chromazaro. Ladies and gentlemen, that is as much as I can give you. I'm going to write down a couple more fragrances that I need to add to the list for future tier making list. Parfums de Marly Herod, Prada Black, Uomo Intense, Le Labo. That's A plus tier category. That's good stuff. All right, everybody, I'm signing out. Thank y'all so much. If y'all enjoyed this TikTok live, be sure to like and follow. And if there's something specific you want to see on my next TikTok live, be sure to leave me a comment on my last video. Thank y'all so much, and I am signing out.